We are here at the Hickory Run State Park Visitor Center and Office. This is a pretty new facility, and right here, this map outlines all the great features of Hickory Run State Park, including Shades of Death Trail. Over there's Boulder Field, we'll get to those in just a little bit, and the Lehigh River, as well as Lehigh Gorge State Park. We're going to get to that state park later in our 8-part series of exploring state parks in the Poconos on Pocono Television Network. But first, let's go check out these exhibits in this one-of-a-kind visitor center here at Hickory Run. All that's outside at Hickory Run State Park is inside the center, but with a lesson for visitors of any age. Diane Maddle is the environmental education specialist here. This takes you out into the park without actually having to go out into the park. Here we have Boulder Field.
Yeah, so a lot of our visitors might not be able to get out actually onto the boulders. So we do have a little wobble board for people to kind of get a feel for what it's like if they wanted to go out and experience Boulder Field without actually doing it.
Each exhibit is rich with information, close-ups of delicate ecosystems out there in the 16,000-acre park in Carbon County near Jim Thorpe and Lake Harmony, and a popular place for outdoor recreation amid the natural wonders like Hawk Falls.
We definitely want to make the connection of how we are connected to water and water is to us, and wanted to feature Hawk Falls, one of our most popular areas in the park. And of course, it's a beautiful trout stream down there at Mud Run, and how important the hemlocks are to keeping the water quality really pristine. You can see Hawk Falls throughout the seasons here. For folks, again, who might not be able to get down there in the winter, they might want to see what it looks like during the different times of the year.
Hickory Run has places to cool off in the heat of summer. Sand Spring Lake is right near family camping areas, and Shades of Death Trail, which sounds ominous, but is often right where Amanda Eager finds herself.
This is my happy place. I've only taken a few people here with me, one being my mom.
This winter hike provided some real wonder along the trail at the century-old dam from the Great Depression era, frozen in the cold, perfect for a photo op. When warmer months arrive, the Shades of Death Trail has a cooling effect from rhododendron and hemlocks all around.
The main reason it's called Shades of Death, as far as I'm concerned, is because of the plants. Because in different sections, you're literally walking right under the darkness of the plants.
You get a similar experience on the way to Hawk Falls. The winding trail takes hikers to the foot of the 24-foot falls. Park rangers want to remind everyone this and other areas of Hickory Run or any other state park are special and should stay that way.
So there's no swimming, there's no picnicking in this area. You can take all the pictures you want, but don't stack rocks, leave no trace, those sort of things people want to abide by, right?
That's correct, yeah. And you can picnic in parts of our park, just not here.
Check out how special this place is for so many. From a birthday hike for Carmen and her family posted to Instagram, or the Axenroth family celebrating Father's Day, and even furry friends joining Kira Nguyen and her family on the trails at Boulder Field. Hickory Run is where park manager Stacy Hall grew up.
It's great to be back. I am thrilled after 20 years with DCNR to be managing the resource that I grew up using.
If folks can hear that right now, we have a very picturesque waterfall just beside what a lot of people remark as being this beautiful natural setting and this chapel here. Can you tell us a little bit of the significance of what this chapel means to the greater park at Hickory Run?
Sure. So Hickory Run as a resource is very integrated with the cultural elements. There was the former town of Hickory Run in the mid-1800s. The chapel being one of the buildings that remains from that, along with the cemetery and the manor house up on the hill. So as visitors come, they get to hike on the trails. They're seeing the remnant dams from that old settlement village. So it's a nice combination of the cultural and the natural resources.
The history of Hickory Run runs deep. The 1800s saw timbering and mills. A century later, A wealthy general owned all this land until his death, when the National Park Service took it over, running Civilian Conservation Corps or CCC camps. Those remnants remain, and the park has been in the PA State Park system since 1945. But predating everything is perhaps the most unique feature of Hickory Run State Park, Boulder Field.
What makes this unique is just how large and expansive and uncovered. It's exposed. You see, there's no vegetation. It's just a field, like a carpet of rocks and boulders.
Boulders of all shapes and sizes for the length of 6 football fields, looking much this way for hundreds of thousands of years since the last ice age, and designated as a national natural landmark.
We highly recommend you get out into the middle, and that's when the truly large aspect of it, how expansive it is, really comes in, and you really feel it because you're just in the middle of this gigantic boulder field.
We did just that, and not just on this visit, but I was able to do it years ago with the family too, making memories just like countless others who have visited Hickory Run State Park and fallen in love with it over the years.
There's so much to see throughout the entire park. If you come here during our summer season, during the month of October, we get extremely busy as well. If you can't get to one parking lot, just go to the next, switch up your activities for the day. But I really suggest visiting here in all seasons. Come here in the wintertime, come in the spring, come in the fall. It is a different experience every time in what you're seeing throughout the park.
To learn more about Hickory Run State Park, head to PoconoTelevision.com. Thanks for exploring state parks in the Poconos with us. This has been Jim Hamill for the Pocono Television Network.